Hello everyone, welcome in. I'm here to do a pick-a-deck reading. We're going to be taking a look at the state of your relationship. This can be an existing relationship, one in the recent past, or it can be one that's just starting. Generally speaking, it would apply to a romantic situation, but do take it as it resonates. I've got 3 different decks on the table. I just want you to take a look at them briefly and feel which one you're guided towards. We have the Light Seer as deck number 1, the Llewellyn as deck number 2, and the Sun and Moon Tarot as deck number 3. Take a deep breath, don't overthink it. Okay, make your selection and I'll see you guys on the other side with deck number 1. Hello, deck number 1. If you picked the Light Seer, this is your reading. But do consider listening to them all. They're short and we are a collective, so a lot of the energies seem to cross. I'm going to start off here with a Romance Angel and we'll take an overall look at where your relationship's at. Again, this can be a new connection or a long existing one or one that recently came to an end or a pause. What do we have? Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. All right, so there could be a challenging time in your existing connection right now. I'm getting that maybe it's like close to the edge. Let's check in with the Amore Psyche deck and we'll take a look at the physical or sexual components in your situation. Okay? Or it could be just that the connection requires a lot of faith right now for some kind of reason. Physical attraction. Okay, so again, there could be a strong physical component in this. But I think it's like focus on the strength of the connection. Whether that's physical or emotional that manifests physically, but definitely there's a strong chemistry between you two. And I think the stay optimistic is about focusing on that aspect, and that's where the strength will come from right now. But let's check in with the Light Seer. Let's see what the recent past had in this connection. Okay. Some of these energies, as I've called them, could be vice versa, you guys. Energy just does work that way, especially in relationships. What happened in the recent past here? What do we have? What happened in the recent past for whoever picked deck number 1, please? Reluctant energy. Okay. I see the 9 of Cups, but it came out in a big bundle. So there could have been this physical attraction that brought you together in the recent past. The 9 of Cups with the physical attraction card can be almost a hyperindulgence on the physical side of things. In the recent past, the Ace of Swords, something became clear. Something was very communicated or intuited that you now understand. There could have been a communication around this, for sure, but it's almost like an epiphany. And stay optimistic about your love life. Okay, oh, I see. Okay. In the present, we have the 3 of Swords. Heartbreak. And that's why to stay optimistic about your love life. So whatever you came to an understanding about in the recent past between the 2 of you brought up this 3 of Swords energy. It could be that it's like mirroring a certain pain that you already recognize in the relationship. It could be part of a pattern of pain that's caused. There's a truth that's becoming known here in the recent past, and it leads to this 3 of Swords. Okay, whoa. A lot of cards fell out. Okay. Let's see what's happening in the near future. Wow. Physical attraction. Something. In the near future is the Page of Pentacles. This could be starting something new, beginning something new. It's interesting with the Page of Pentacles following the 3 of Swords because in the near future it is like staying optimistic. It's the very beginning of starting to plant the seed again. This time kind of from a newer energy. Something maybe in the past wasn't very rooted or grounded because physical attraction seems to be the issue. And this could be bringing it in with a whole new energy because in the past, this led to heartbreak. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. The Chariot, Cancer's major arcana. The Chariot is like full force coming in with whatever this Page of Pentacles is. So there's a movement in this situation and it's headed towards victory for sure, or at least that's the hope. Somebody or yourself could be wanting to do this, like replant a seed, something more solid this time, rather than the physical attraction. The Stay Optimistic is like, well, there's still something that can be built or worked on here. Okay. Let's get some star codes astro. Now this could be astrology in your chart or your person's, or just overall influencing the energy here. But definitely it's like there's a way forward. And the way forward has to do with this more fertile groundedness being put into it. We have Cancer, immersion. Right now we have Venus and Mars in Cancer. It could definitely be that this is coming up during this time because of that. It's an immersion into your intuition and that higher emotional knowing. Cancer is the intuition. Okay, water energy. Let's get another one. Interesting. Okay. One more, please. All right. And opposition, confrontation energy. Yeah. This is very interesting because something did go down, obviously, that became known, and there's a need to like address this. And this person is certainly coming in with the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles can be a message even. Something in a very beginning stage, like they're testing the grounds, coming back in and confronting the issue. They're holding on to this. That's why the positive thinking. Currently, this Three of Swords is bringing up whatever went down here or became known in the recent past. Okay, let's close it off with one from the Lover's Oracle. This can come out as advice, you guys, so take it only as it resonates, of course. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. That's what this Stay Optimistic is about. And I suppose that's what your person's trying to do, is come in with this different energy and bring a balance to the situation. Or yourself. But it's like there's a transition happening from this physical attraction to something a lot more rooted. All right, that's what I have for you guys if you picked deck number 1. I hope that resonated with some of you. That was quite challenging, actually. Just because of this Three of Swords right dead center with the Stay Optimistic. I could certainly feel that energy. Take care through this, my friends, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Hello, for those of you that chose deck number 2, the Llewellyn. Let's take a look at what's happening in your situation. We're going to start off with some romance angels and get the overall energy. And I've got a couple of oracle decks here too. We'll check in at the end with those just to get a bit of a fuller picture, because I can never not like keep a reading short. So I get curious. Let's see what's happening for you in your relationship for those of you that picked the Llewellyn. It's an interesting time in astrology. We have Taurus in the sky right now. Also Cancer is in Mars and Venus. So we have Venus and Cancer at work all over the place. It's very romantic and emotional. Let's see. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Wow. Okay. So this again could be a relationship that recently came to an end. These readings are so heavy lately. I'm not surprised, like I said, with that deep emotional energy of Cancer. Actually, let's check in with the Amore Psyche deck and get some of the physical or sexual components in this situation. Free yourself can also be kind of like you're putting too much energy into each other, into a situation, because you can see that this unicorn is being held back in some way. The magic is confined. Let's see, though, with the Amore Psyche deck. Okay. The sweetest taboo. Now that's interesting as well. It could be something that isn't really above board, if you catch my drift. Something that for some reason wouldn't be seen as permissible. Whatever that taboo, now that's going to vary for each one of you, but that taboo can vary from different races, different religions, even different marital situations. Whatever could be considered a taboo. And these confines here, this take back control of your life, can be that this taboo is what's holding you back in the situation. Let's take a look at the recent past. Okay. The Queen of Swords. A decision was made, and it was very clear based on what's known for sure. Facts. There wasn't an emotional component to that decision. The Queen of Swords does consider all things, but then does what's best, what makes sense, what the mind says, and she acts with her own authority. So in the recent past, a decision was made. Okay, or an understanding. Yeah, this relates to the first reading a little bit. This is all over the energies right now. Let's see in the present. We have the Hierophant, Taurus Major Arcana. The Hierophant is about commitments and structures and where we put our faith and our beliefs. Now, this Hierophant can represent a religious structure. So if the taboo for you represents something like that, a belief system difference, in the present tense, it's what's standing in the way. It could be that that was the ultimate deciding factor in the recent past with the Queen of Swords, making the decision to adhere to where your values lie. It could be also that you made the decision to free. We'll see where you're going in the near future, to do what's best for you despite the taboo or the perceived taboo, because whatever that taboo is this fence around your magic in the near future. Yeah, I think you're moving on towards your passion. We have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is like a willingness to take that, to be brave enough to act upon what your heart desires. Wands rule the heart. It's fire energy. Now, the Knight can be a little bit impulsive, but it's like kind of, I'm getting the feeling, look at this. For some reason, these two go very well together. So there's a decision being made to free yourself with the passion you have. That wand is like what frees you from that fence. The fence of whatever this perceived taboo is for you in your world. And this is having the eagerness and the courage to do so. So that's where the connection could be moving. Okay. I don't clarify for these readings, but I don't think this needs that, though. The message is really clear. Let's get some from the Star Codes Astro Oracle. Now, this can be astrological energies in your chart, in your persons, or just influencing the situation. But it looks like you're perfectly clear. Okay. From the Star Codes, let's get one. Gemini, cross-pollinate. I like that because Gemini is the twins, it's flexibility, it's a new way of learning and seeing things. Gemini is curiosity as well. So with this free yourself, there's a need to expand your world. Again, I just keep getting that message that your magic's being held back because it's a unicorn, being like you're not being seen. Okay, let's get one more. Like the rareness of you, you know? Uranus, change. Aquarius could be playing a role in this very strongly because we have the Queen of Swords and Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius. But Aquarius is the future. It's the vision going forward and it's the change that's created. We have Mars showing up on the bottom of the deck. That's taking action. And the Knight of Wands here is very much Mars energy. Harnessing the passion to take action and to free yourself. Let's close it off with the Lover's Oracle. This can come out as advice, so please take it only as it resonates, you guys. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. My goodness. That's exactly what's happening here. And that Queen of Swords definitely knows what's right for her in the situation. All right, you guys, that's what I have for you. Wow, very empowering reading. The energy in that was awesome. Take care through this, my friends. I'll see you very soon. Bye. Hello, deck number 3. If you pick number 3, the Sun and Moon Tarot. We're going to take a look at your connection right now, starting off with the Romance Angels. And then I'll draw some other oracles at the end just to button it all up for you. I hope everybody is doing well. Lots of emotional energy in the astrology right now. We have Venus and Mars in Cancer, and that's just a start. So I hope we're handling it well out there. Let's see, in the Sun and Moon Tarot. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. My goodness. These readings today, I'm telling you, it's been very heavy in the astrology. So there could be something that is catching your attention on an intuitive level. Something doesn't feel right. It could be for you or your person. It could be that there's just red flags in the situation in general. And it's kind of worth both of you taking a look at. We'll see what that's about as we get into the reading a little bit more. See what is in the overall chemistry, the sexual chemistry, or the chemistry and the connection. What do we have from the Amore Psyche deck, please? Pay attention to the red flags. Okay. Why red flags? We had 2. I'm going to keep them. The Lady Who Waits. And joy and jubilation. All right, that's pretty interesting. All right. So I think that you detect that something's up in a situation, in the relationship, you or both of you. Something's definitely amiss. And there's sort of like a standing back and watching and waiting for what will be revealed, for your intuition to be confirmed. Because the Lady Who Waits just kind of sits there in her own purity, right? Look at her. She looks like she's carved in alabaster. She's pure. And the devils dance around her. In other words, what's hidden will be known, and all she has to do is wait there. The joy and jubilation is an interesting card. There's some kind of suspicion going on here. We'll see what that's about. Let's get into it with the Sun and Moon Tarot. What happened in the recent past in this connection? Pay attention to the red flag. Somebody knows something. Okay. Let's see. In the recent past, the Four of Wands, fire energy. The Four of Wands is very happy. It's like having achieved a certain level of your goal. Recently in the past, you could have moved from one phase of this connection into another one. It could be You know, going from what you visualize the next step in this relationship as being, you achieve that. But what's with the red flags? Four of Wands, generally speaking, is very happy energy. Is having, like I say, reached a point of completion after what you visualize coming through. Let's see what's happening presently. The Ten of Pentacles, earth energy. Okay, wealth. What is with this? Pay attention to the red flags. It's really throwing me. My eye keeps going to it, of course, because of the red flags. But the Ten of Pentacles is stability, it's security, it's money, it's achievement and wealth. And it's achieved of your own doing. Look at these two. It's something built together. And it's solid and it's meant to grow. Like, what is the suspicion, though? Okay, because this is all looking pretty nice. Let's see in the near future. Maybe that's where this will be. Okay. The Princess of Cups, the Page of Cups. This is an offer. It's the beginning of something abundant. Cups are also creativity. Now, it could be that somebody has a plan to build this with you. Or you guys are planning this together and it's still kind of at its beginning phases. But in the recent past, we have a certain level of success being achieved. And then the stability being reached. With the Princess of Cups, pay attention to the red flags. Okay, I don't usually clarify, but I just have to. I just have to. Let's see what this message is, because the Page of Cups, well, it can be a message, but it can also be sort of like the next step or a new idea or an offer. The Ten of Swords. What? A certain phase in the situation came to an end and a new one began. It's like there's a lot being lost that was lost. That's what it is. In the near future, something with the Ten of Swords is coming to an end. And then this something new is beginning. Interesting. Okay. On the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords, an epiphany, a truth, something you're becoming aware of. This could be linked to the first reading, you guys. You should watch that. It may apply to you as well. But the Ten of Swords is like something gets known and then something comes to a complete end. Pay attention to the red flags. Yeah, something that one or both of you already know or intuit. Very interesting. Let's check in with the Star Codes Astro Oracle. Get some overall astrological energy in this situation. Whatever this pay attention to the red flags is, here's the truth with the Ace of Swords. And it's being kind of like with the Lady of Wait, the Lady Who Waits. It's like being held in reserve. Interesting. All right. And then it's coming out later when it will be most useful. Ten of Swords. Let's see. What do we have? And this person, or you or this person, is plotting victory in this scenario because we have joy and jubilation with the Lady Who Waits. So it's definitely a strategy of some kind here. The midheaven, the pinnacle, things are reaching a tipping point in this scenario, that's for sure. Let's see. Two more. Mars taking action and opposition. A situation, like I said, that's reaching its pinnacle is coming to a there's going to be a confrontation. Ace of Swords. The truth is known. On the bottom of the deck is Scorpio. Scorpio rules the 8th house, that which is hidden, and it's the investigator of the zodiac. Also, if there's anything that a Scorpio is that's being hidden from a Scorpio, it isn't. Here's what's true. Nothing's ever hidden from that sign. All right, well, let's close this off with some energies from the Lover's Oracle. These can come out as advice, you guys, but there's definitely, look at this energy, the pinnacle, the action of Mars, and the confrontation. Something is known and it's coming to a head here. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Yeah, because remember I said there's a strategy involved. So this is a very confrontational relationship, and it can definitely lead to blame and things like that. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So it could be that that's kind of what's under the surface of this situation as well. Whatever it is that's known could have to do with this soulmate's energy. All right, you guys. Whoa, these readings were very intense today for a little pick a card. I hope this resonated with you. I hope it helps. That was pretty interesting, you guys. If you get a chance, watch all three. They definitely lead into each other. As I said, we're a collective and we're under the umbrella of the stars. There's always something to learn. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.